What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog, back with another New York Giants video. And can you believe that after the Tampa Bay game, where Janoris Jenkins looked at his lowest, can't get any worse than that, getting killed by Mike Evans, who had 8 catches for 190 yards and 3 touchdowns, looked like he had the game-winning catch against Janoris Jenkins. Janoris Jenkins, who had played extremely poorly in 2017, especially poorly last year in the first 3 games of the season, he looked completely lost, like he had nothing in the tank. Prompting me to call the guy hashtag shitfondue, prompting me to come out and bash him in a video because he said in an interview, I can do my job for 5 seconds, but I can't do my job for 10 seconds, pretty much ripping the front 7 for not getting to the quarterback and then having a game that he did against Tampa. Kind of irritated me. So I make the video. I give him an insulting nickname. And wouldn't you know it, the very next week against Washington, he starts off the game incredibly, deflecting a pass, which ended up being picked off by Ryan Conley. He picks off 2 more passes himself. And the NFL names him NFC Defensive Player of the Week. How does that happen? If only my words could really motivate players to that point. If only I really had that kind of power where I come out and I bash a guy and he completely turns it around and performs up to standard. That was vintage Jackrabbit. That's the guy we paid $62 million to. And that is a guy that we saw in 2016. I'll be honest, I never thought I'd see that player out there for the Giants again. Never. I thought he would just go through the motions. I figured he'd be gone by mid-year. I still don't think he'll be here next year just because we're going to save $11.5 million. He's $14.5 million. And I think it's a $3.5 million pay cut. So we're going to save $11 million. I don't see him coming back next year. Unless he really kills it this year and plays like that the rest of the season, then I do see that maybe the Giants do bring him back because he's still a veteran leader out there, and we still have a very young secondary. But it is really good to see him rebound. Listen, man, I know some people think I'm very hard on the players. I get that. I am. I pull no punches. I'm an emotional guy. When my players piss me off, I'll criticize them, but at the same time, I will come out here and give them credit when it's due. It's not like I just hate on the player to hate on the player. I hate on the player because of their performances. Because these guys, in my opinion, are better than they show. Janoris Jenkins is a lot better than he's played, this year, and especially against Tampa. And the only reason I got so mad at Janoris Jenkins was because he said that about the front 7, about how pretty much they're not doing their job, but he does his job. And he didn't do his job the first 3 weeks of the season, especially in that Tampa game. So that made me mad. I come out and say that, and then, of course, he has the incredible game. So congratulations to Janoris Jenkins for winning NFC Player of the Week. And hopefully going forward, that's the guy we see. We could really, really, really use Janoris Jenkins out there in a second. There's a second that's very young and inexperienced, but you're starting to see them get a little confidence too. And it's so good to see Jenkins perform like that. And not just the interceptions, the tackling. Like the tackling. Because to me, quarterback's not always going to get an interception. Cornerback's going to get beat on some routes, right? But to me, when you don't tackle, that's a lack of effort to me. That bothers me more than anything else. When they don't show complete effort, when they kind of just stick their head in there, don't wrap up, don't really go out of their way to make the tackle, that irritates me more than anything else. So it was good to see Janoris Jenkins not only cause those interceptions, but actually make tackles, making plays in the backfield, disrupting plays. He played really, really good. And I really hope that is the guy we see going forward, because if that is the Janoris Jenkins that we're going to see, and we're seeing DeAndre Baker on the other side, and we saw Jabril Peppers every beginning, if this secondary can come together with the way the pass rush has been getting to the quarterback and stopping the run, then the New York Giants defense is going to be pretty good. And you got a pretty good defense to go with an offense that's converting third downs and controlling the time of possession. You're going to start to find a pretty damn good team here in New York. It's very encouraging. So again, congratulations to Janoris Jenkins. You're not getting an apology, but I will give him this video and say congratulations. Continue to play at that level. We need you. We need Janoris Jenkins to play like that. So I'm glad that he had a rebound a game. I'm glad he played as good as he did, and I hope he continues to play at that level because we need him. So that's all I got for this video, guys. It is Baddog, and I am gone. Peace!